what's going on guys? Make here with Tech back again with yet another tech video for you guys, and hope everyone's healthy and safe. In this video, we're going to be looking at the OG case from Otterbox, which is the Otterbox Defender I have right here, and I have it in two colors, the blue one as well as the black, because I have actually two iPhone 12 Pro Max colors to show you, which is the Pacific Blue as well as the Gold, to show you how they fit in with the color of this case. So I'm sure many people are very familiar with the Otterbox Defender because it's been around for a very long time, and probably many people's first case, because when people think of Otterbox, they think of drop protection, they think of the Otterbox Defender. But in this version, they have actually trimmed it down and made it much better in terms of the user experience when you're using your device. So I'll show you that in a moment. And I think it's a good step in the right direction for companies just like this, because keeping the same old design for years and years and years is just getting too boring. And honestly, I like what Otterbox have done with their Defender line of cases. Of course, it's not really my go-to case because of the bulkiness. I'm still not a big fan of the bulkiness. Right now, my two go-to cases are actually the one from Apple, the official Apple leather case, as well as this Aramid carbon fiber case, which I reviewed. So if you're interested, I'll leave it in the iCard above or in the description below. So before we begin the unboxing and look at the new and improved Otterbox Defender, do consider subscribing to this channel for more content just like this, and also ding the notification bell so you can get notified on the latest content which I post, and I try to post on Wednesdays and Fridays. Alright, so without further ado, let's get right into the unboxing of the Otterbox Defender. Alright guys, so I'm back. As you can see, I have two 12 Pro Max right here. The blue one actually just came in the mail last Saturday or Friday, if not mistaken. So this is very new compared to this. This I got it on launch day in Malaysia, which was the 13th of November. Alright, so let's get right into the cases itself. So the packaging has been trimmed down. So now that is like a cutout right here, so you can actually see and touch the case. Not sure how good is that in terms of hygiene. I wish they actually put like some sort of plastic layer or something to cover the case. But anyways, it is what it is. Alright, so on the front you can see Otterbox Defender. On the bottom you can see drop tested 4 times, military standard. So this is all military standard drop tested, not Otterbox certified drop protection anymore. So I think this is a more reliable source, because all the other companies like UAG, like even Spigen, Rinky, all this, they are going for military standard. So it's a good thing that Otterbox has actually changed to that standard, so at least we can get an idea on how tough their cases are. But in day-to-day use, of course, it may vary, because people have broken their phones before, even in tough cases. So yeah, it depends on your luck, I guess. But anyways, this case is actually really proven in terms of all the years people have been using it. It has really protected their device. Alright, we also have multi-layer defense and wireless charging compatible. Alright, so when it comes to a wireless charging, that's where I actually have to talk about it later through this video, because I actually took both these cases out for real world tests to make sure that the case doesn't affect any of the functionality of the phone. Alright, so you can see this is also for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, 5G compatible, so it doesn't impede any of the functions 5G. But of course, Malaysia, we do not have 5G at the moment, it's still in testing. So this is a new design. Right on the side we get the Defender branding. On the back, okay, 4 times as many drops as military standard, almost the same thing. So military standard 810G. Okay, so right here we have pop protection, raised edges, and of course the quality and the kickstand, which basically the kickstand, majority of people will not use the kickstand because it makes it even more bulky than it already is. Alright, so let's unbox this. Alright, so here we have Otterbox Global Limited Warranty. The cases usually do not have any issues. So far I've been using, I never claimed a single case from them. So for me, I think the warranty is just there for safe measure. Alright, so let's put that to the side. Let's focus on the case itself. Alright, so at the back here, they do have some instructions on how to install. I'm on the upside down. So you can see install. Just have to take off the rubber portion and then unclip the inner portion and then just snap it back together. I'll show you that in a moment. Alright guys, so here is the belt holster. This is also a kickstand, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, this is also a kickstand, so you can rotate it 360 degrees and you can position your phone at any angle, for example. By the way, the purchase with purchase promo is still on. So if you're a Malaysian viewer and you do want to get an Otterbox case or a life-proof case, you can hit me up on Instagram at @droidtech_official, and I can hook you up with a very good deal for their tempered glass screen protectors, the Otterbox tempered glass screen protectors, which I totally recommend, and I'm using on both these devices as well. Alright, so coming back to the case, alright, this is where all the drop protection happens. So this foam actually provides a lot of shock absorption. You can see right here, in case you do drop, it absorbs the shock. So if you drop your phone like back first, it will definitely absorb the shock and prevent your iPhone back glass from cracking, because you know this is not like their latest glass. This is like the ion strengthened glass, so it's not like really durable in the sense compared to the front glass. So this will help absorb all the shock and prevent your phone from getting damaged. Right, so let me take apart this case. Alright guys, so this is the tricky part where you have to actually release all the clips around the case. You have to do it very carefully and slowly, otherwise these clips will break. Right, so just like that, you have a 3-part case right now. Okay, so something I do not really like about Defender as compared to the Commuter or the Symmetry series is that your phone is actually in contact with hard plastic rather than TPU. So the only thing that is actually soft and protective is actually this memory foam right here. So I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of the design. I wish they actually added some padding on the inside. Alright, so let's put the phone in right here. So I have my Gold 12 Pro Max. I suggest you to clean your device first before installation, because it's going to be the pain in the butt to actually take it out. Alright, so let me show you how to put it in. You put it in the back first, just like that. You can see your phone is pretty loose, but once you snap on the top portion, it gives you a very nice fit. Alright, so now snapping in all the corners, just like this. Make sure all the corners are snapped in place before installing the TPU portion. Alright, now let's install the TPU side. So okay, for this, I actually do like to install it bottom first, because I like to make sure the pop protectors do not get stretched. So the bottom in first, and then you just loop it over. Very simple and easy. Alright guys, so here we are. We actually successfully installed the Defender on the 12 Pro Max. Alright, let's take a look around the case. Alright, so on the back you can see very big cutout. It's a very generous cutout for your triple lens setup. You can see Otterbox branding as usual. Alright, so taking a look at the bottom, you can see there's a pop protector right here, but there are speaker cutouts as well as microphone cutouts. There's no mesh here, so in terms of dust protection, yes, these are going to be exposed, but your phone is already IP68, so it's sort of dust resistant. But however, I would like to see some mesh grills here. Alright, so let's flip open this pop protector. And see right here, this is a very big cutout for your lightning port. So I do like to keep my pop protectors, because the pop protectors actually prevent gunk from getting stuck in the lightning port and causing problems in the future. So yeah, I like pop protectors, but there are many people who do not like. So I guess you can cut it off. I'm not very sure, but definitely that will void the warranty. Alright guys, so taking a look at the left side, you can see your volume up and down buttons, which are very responsive. I do like the tactility of the buttons on the Defender, because they are pretty soft, but they are not mushy as well. Just right. Alright, so let's take a look at this pop protector here. This is where your mute and ring toggle is, so it's covered. I use assistive touch, so this is not really a problem for me. Alright, so taking a look at the right side, your power button, very clicky as well. Top basically nothing. Alright, so taking a look at the front, this is where Otterbox actually trimmed the fat, so which means basically the case has better user experience, I should say. So as you know, iPhones are very based on gesture, right? So you can see Otterbox has actually made lip on the top and the bottom, but not on the sides, because this is where you do your swiping back gesture. And honestly, what they have done is actually genius, because now it's so much easier to swipe from the left and from the right. There's nothing like blocking your finger from swiping back. And also from the bottom, you see I have no problems right here. You can see the passcode actually came on, which means it is working. So they've actually refined the case to make sure that the features on the iPhone, the gesture features, in fact, work very well. So that's what I do like about the Defender as compared to the LifeProof Next, which is basically a tank of a case. But in terms of user experience, I think this case gives me better user experience. Alright, so coming back to the wireless charging function, where something I do have to highlight. The wireless charging works. Yes, it does work, but it depends on what brand of charger you're using. So for me, I have a Nomad 3-in-1 wireless charger that has the Apple Watch charger as well as the triple wireless coil. That doesn't charge with this case. I've tried it, I've tried to reposition it, I've tried so many ways, but the wireless charger just refused to work through this case. But when I tried it on the Mophie wireless charger, which I bought back during the iPhone 10 era, that worked. That definitely worked, but I had to get the right position, because I think what is affecting is not only the thickness, it's also the new MagSafe charger, the magnets right here. So I think that also plays a role, because even the official leather case, I'm still finding it hard to actually get the right spot, because I bet the wireless charging area, the surface area, is actually smaller due to the magnets, because you know, wireless charging and metal, aluminum in fact, do not really work that well, especially if you have magnets as well. I think that just makes wireless charging even harder to adjust or get the right position. Yes, wireless charging works, but you have to be careful of what brand of wireless charger you're using. I bet Belkin would work as well, because different brands have different design in their wireless charger. Because Nomad has actually designed it to have a small leather portion on the top, I bet that actually increased the thickness. So basically, the thicker the surface, the less likely you're going to be able to get wireless charging to work, especially on the Otterbox Defender. Alright, so let's take out the blue one right here. So let's take a look at the blue of this case. Let's take the iPhone 12 Pro Max Pacific Blue and compare the color. Definitely not the same shade of blue. Alright, so let me get my phone installed and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got my Pacific Blue 12 Pro Max installed, as you can see. Not to say it's really not matching, but it's pretty alright, I should say. However, I wish they did not put this grey off-white, sort of off-white border, because I think that destroys the look of the case. But anyways, it is what it is. Everything feels the same, but of course after a while, if you're like me and you change your cases pretty often, the chances of this case getting loose, especially the TPU portion, is very high, because you can see this thing is actually pretty loose, because I've actually taken this out a couple of times because I have to do some testing before I do the review. But this is probably the second time I'm actually installing the phone in this case, and everything fits like a glove. So yeah, the TPU actually does wear out over time, so it's something you have to take note about. So the Defender is basically a case, when you buy, you use it for basically the lifespan of the iPhone, so you do not want to take it out and install it back in too often. But talking about the price of this case retails at 269 ringgit, so definitely doesn't come in cheap. But of course, with the new and improved design, definitely is a case that I would recommend. And more so if you do not use wireless charging, yeah, I can recommend this case. But if you do use wireless charging like me, I think this case is a hit or miss, I should say. It's not a case that I can 100% recommend, because you might have to default wired charging when using this case. Alright, so this concludes my video for this week. If you do want to purchase the Otterbox Defender or any life-proof Otterbox cases in Malaysia, you can hit me up on droidtech_official and I can get you some freebies as well to go along with your case, as well as an alpha amplifier glass protector promo. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you did like it. If you did like it, do hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.